Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Marion, could you give me 3 tips that I could relay to Aussie and New Zealand teachers looking to teach in the UK?
Yeah. I think the CV is really important. That's the first impression someone will get of you. So you need to make your CV really powerful. Not too long, concise but detailed as well, and very much about your teaching experience. Things like working in a cafe are fine, but they're not going to be that relevant. So make sure you're including things like if you've worked in a range of schools, a range of year groups with a range of SEN or special needs children, because that's the first thing you're going to see of a teacher, so that's really important. We get lots of CVs from Australian and Kiwi teachers, so think of your unique selling point. What's going to make you stand out as opposed to somebody else. So if you can speak a different language or you've got a particular passion for a subject, sell that in your CV as well. And I think my third point is to research the type of school and the area that you want to work in really carefully. Academies and maintained schools and areas widely vary, so do your research before you start looking for schools.
What has impressed you most about the candidates you've seen on this recruitment trip?
Yeah, I think their general experience and willingness to try new techniques. No school wants a teacher who's very stuck in their ways and who isn't willing to adapt to new methods. Schools are always changing, practice is always changing, and the candidates that have impressed me most have been the ones that have taken on new initiatives, who've looked at research, worked out the best points of it and have run with that. Lots of enthusiasm, being very dedicated, not sort of coming across as having been there, done that, but just lots of fresh ideas.
Why are you looking for overseas teachers?
In England we've got lots of teachers, but not all of them are of a particularly high calibre. Some, for example, haven't passed their final teaching practice first time, and much as it's okay to resit exams, there's often a really good reason why they haven't passed first time. So we're looking for overseas candidates to fill a variety of posts, not just basic class teacher posts, but leadership posts as well. And particularly we're looking for experienced teachers because they're slightly harder to find in the UK.
What kind of challenges could our Aussie and New Zealand teachers prepare themselves for when entering the UK school system?
Well, we had a new national curriculum that was brought in 2014, so that's still quite new for all teachers. And also in September 14 we had a new assessment scheme. So the national assessment scheme was scrapped and now it's up to each individual school to develop their own. So that's been a really steep learning curve for all teachers, so that'll be including for Aussie and Kiwi teachers as well. I think the diverse nature of each school is really key as well, and it's not just in London that schools are very diverse, it's all across the country as well. So ethnically diverse, socio-economically diverse. We're increasingly getting children who are speaking English as an additional language, so they'd need to have secure methods in how to overcome those barriers as well.
Sure. Given that you've just completed this recruitment drive for Australia and New Zealand, would you feel comfortable recommending Academics International for future recruitment needs at other schools?
I would. I think the candidates that I've seen have been really strong. They've come with a wide range of experiences. And I think the package that the company gives candidates is really good. I've employed candidates in previous years from companies where the candidates felt quite lonely and stranded in the UK. And it sounds very much like academics are going to handhold that person a little bit more, because you're halfway around the world on your own. It's quite daunting. Most schools have really good induction links, but it's still important to have that company that's going to support you as well. So yes, I would recommend it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.